guys, and welcome back to Fashion Attack. Today I'm gonna show you the coolest IKEA hack ever because it's a super quick solution to transform your Tottenham couch into a different style. I have been wanting to change the texture or the color or transform a little bit the style of this couch so many times, and I found this website over here where I so wanted to click buy, but it's so expensive. I just ended up never doing it and survived with this couch since forever. So today I'm gonna show you a super quick and easy hack to change the style of your couch, because I actually store like half of my world under the couch and it's terrible. Like when you enter the apartment you just see it, so it's very not aesthetical. So I'm gonna show you today how to fix this. Yeah, I forgot. So basically we're gonna go from the simple style over here to this one over here.
Before even starting with any sort of tutorial, I wanted to show you the current state of my couch. I have it for years and it's still in super good conditions, but I just wanted to give it a bit of a new style, and also I wanted to hide all the stuff that I put under it because I don't have anywhere else where to put the huge Fashion Attack equipment. First step is obviously the ones of taking the measurements of your couch. We need to take the length and also the depth of this couch. And yeah, with the fabric, we're gonna have to go all around that. First step is to bring a little piece of your pillow with you and go and find the same exact material, which obviously you are not gonna find. So find the most similar thing. We're gonna go shopping. Ciao! Obviously, I ended up losing so much time looking at fabrics that had nothing to do with my couch but were too cool to just ignore them. And I ended up buying this linen, which is a little bit transparent, but that's why I'm gonna use it double. All you need is pins, scissors, and your sewing machine. Wait, it doesn't fit. Let's go more far. There it is. That's all your equipment. Now, the linen is a little bit transparent, so I'm gonna use the entire fabric double. The height of the couch is 30, but no, that's not the material that you need. You'd need at least 38, 40, because you need a little bit of material to go on top of the couch in order for this to hold. There you see me pinning it because I'm using it double, and I want to sew all the 40 centimeters on top together, not on top. Now, let's go and unbuild our couch so that we do not need any sort of weird drawing to make this hack. You're just gonna go and measure it directly on your couch. There you see me pinning around the couch all the material and arriving to the corner. This, guys, is the fundamental and only detail that has importance in this hack. This little corner that you're gonna have to pin on yourself so that it comes a little curve inside is the reason that this little skirt is gonna hold on your couch. It's fundamental and you have to do it on all 4 the corners. There you see me arriving all satisfied to the other little corner and do the same exact thing again. So exactly like a skirt that you put on yourself that holds just because your waist is tighter, and that's where the tiniest part of the skirt holds on to then rely on the hips. Same thing happens for this couch. You have to make the top a little bit tighter, making this curve not a very straight edge but just a curve. Pin it, and that's the way that it's gonna fall on the couch. Next step is the one of making some little stripes with the leftovers of the fabric. Basically, we are gonna use these little stripes to knot the back of our little skirt of the couch on the back, so that we can tie it up at the end, and it's always gonna fit perfectly, and it's super easy to unbuild it every time you need to wash it and when you have to put the back on it and whatever that is. Now, while we are all wondering what the heck got stuck in my hair while I was explaining in the previous scene, let's go on and explain how to put the stripes. No, do not put them too close to the end of the fabric. You wanted to put it 5 centimeters inside so that it's not gonna rip ever. One on the top and one on the end where is the last line of the wood. Let's take all the pins out, besides the ones of the corners that we said is fundamental, and now we're gonna go and sew it. I do realize that here you don't see anything, and that's why I'm gonna show it to you again over here, where I show you that you're gonna have this little triangular, and this is what we're gonna put on the inside. Now let's go ahead and do it again. I moved my camera so that you could see this better. Take your pins out and then go ahead and sew it in a round and circular way. So move it with your fingers while you're sewing so that the edges are gonna be like this. 2 more times. So all 4 the corners, take your pins out and go with your hands, make it round, and there you go, you have another edge. Now we have to sew the lines. I recommend you to do it in several sewings. This means do not make just one straight line, but just go depth, height, and up again, so that you're gonna have a square that's gonna be super resistant, because you're gonna pull these lines to knot them on the back of your couch, and we do not want it to get ripped. We want this to last forever. There you see how resistant it is. We do this 2 times, actually 4, 2 for every side of the couch, and at the end we're gonna have this little skirt, perfect to tie it on the couch.
Now, this step is absolutely not a mandatory, but it depends on what material you choose. Many fabrics, when you cut them straight, it's just gonna stay like that, like leather or Velcro or felt, actually also linen. But in my case, that I did choose linen, even though the line is perfectly straight, in time it loses threads, which I didn't want it to happen. So I'm also, as a last step, gonna make a little sewing on the end, so the edges are gonna go inside, so that it's gonna last long and be resistant and super clean.
All there's left to do is to use a lot of patience to go around the 4.5 meters of material that we used for this skirt. So you're gonna pin it on itself of something like 1 centimeter inside, and then take the needles out every time that you reach it, and you go straight for like 1 centimeter of depth.
Okay guys, we are done. We're gonna have to assemble it with all the sewings facing the inside, so not the dirty part outside, but the clean sewing on the inside. There's a sort of war behind me, and that is because I will have to do the same thing also for the second couch, but it's exactly the same process, so I'm not gonna show you that. Let's assemble it and see how it looks. So guys, I thought about it, and in my case I had the couch towards the wall, and that's why for me it's absolutely not important what you have on the back. But what happens if you have your couch in the middle of the room and you need also a pretty back? So I thought that for the second couch I would make a different example, and here you go. So you have to sew also all the way to the back, and we're gonna have to add holes inside the fabric there where we have the holes inside the wood. In this case, you're gonna have this little skirt also on the back. It's gonna look amazing from every direction, and yep, that's the finishing touch. I know, I'm thinking about you.
Guys, let's take a second and look again at the before and how messy my couch actually looked. I'm completely shocked of how a tiny little change could make such a difference. Guys, it just looks so elegant. I am just obsessed, and I adore the result. I think it just made my couch completely different. It doesn't even look like the same style at all. It's absolutely modern. It looks like these puffs that now are so trendy. These couches that are made all of one piece. You don't even see the legs anymore. I love it. Okay guys, just let me know what you think, what you would have done differently, and send me pictures if you do it. And see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!